Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of You Like That Extra, the extra midweek podcast from us. You join with me. My name's Adam, and I'm one half of You Like That Extra.
My name's Jack. I'm the other half of You Like That Extra.
That is correct, guys. We put out the call. Hugh Jackman week. We're checking out a couple of Hugh Jackman films. We gave the choices, and the voting swung for Swordfish.
Yep.
So Swordfish is well, I don't know what I'm fucking saying with this one here. Swordfish, released in 2001. It's a movie. It's a movie released in 2001. We're going primetime movies, the prime movie era. This was directed by Dominic Sena. Previously directed Gone in 60 Seconds. Not much
Boy,
else.
does it show.
Yeah, fucking. It was written by Skip Woods. This guy wrote Hitman Agent 47. He also wrote X-Men Origins. Boy, does it show.
I'm so glad that wasn't on the list for voting. I cannot sit through that movie again.
God damn.
Good lord.
Runtime, 99 minutes. A budget. This movie cost $102 million to make.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There's some wanky, blown budget shit in this movie.
Some real wanky shit on this one. Box office return, $147 million.
Okay.
2001, yeah, sure, why not? Get some big actors in this one. The Rotten Tomato score, though.
I'm interested by this.
25% on the critics.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
59% on the audience.
Okay.
Following very similarly along to our Unholy.
Yeah, that's very close numbers. Same runtime.
Really, yeah. It's to the minute. 99.99. No worries. Pretty stellar cast, led by Hugh Jackman. We've also got John Travolta, Halle Berry, Don Cheadle, Sam Shepard, and Vinnie Jones. So,
big cast.
Very big cast for a movie like this. So Swordfish is basically just a movie based upon a hacker who gets enlisted to help a what do you call him? Just a bad guy looking to rob a lot of money.
A bad guy with a sense of he thinks he's doing good.
Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah,
type of thing. It's a standard 2001 type of movie. It's a wild types of action with a very dumb plot. So, Jack, give us your rundown. Swordfish, what did you think of this movie?
Oh, man, this movie is like hot dog shit, but I really liked it.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed my time with it.
Okay.
I really like Gone in 60 Seconds as well, which is also hot dog shit, and it looks the same. Like, it's all green, and there's that horrible filter over
There's no color grading at all.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas this I just kind of like, I was just into it. I was just listening to it, and I was like, I really watched it because I was just like, man, these are some big stars, and it looks awful, and it's got that early 2000s look like what they thought computers were.
Yeah.
Like the internet was still pretty fresh and new, and they didn't really know what it was, so they just made shit up, and it's really entertaining to watch. There's some like cool action sequences, some big stunts. It does go on a bit.
Yeah.
99 minutes is a long time.
Yeah.
For this, I think they could have trimmed a lot of fat. But that's kind of what it is. It's like, what's the word? It's like, I don't know what the word is.
It's that word.
It's that word.
Help him out. Let us know in the comments.
It's not exorbitant.
That's the word you went with.
This is going to be the whole fucking episode of me trying to think of this word. And then I'll remember it at like 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'll have to tweet about it.
Yeah.
But it's just so overblown and over the top, and there's so many wanky, like trying to be stylish shots. Like the first explosion at the beginning where it goes all the way around.
Yeah, it's got the slow motion
cap
around.
Yeah. There's a lot of that, and I was just kind of into it, but I recognize that it's not a very good movie.
Yeah.
John Travolta is insane. What an insane looking man. What an
insanely
insane sounding
disgusting,
man. What an insane... How is he... The man was in Greece, for fuck's sake. I
saw it too!
But the man was in Greece, and he just he looks like this, and he's got this fucking soul patch that goes...
Yeah, it is the worst looking fanny tickler you could ever see in your life.
And it's fake. There's no way he grew and shaved that himself.
No, not a chance. You would not have wanted to.
Yes. Yeah. What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
It's definitely not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
It's definitely of the era.
It's 100% of that era of just out on DVD. You just kind of see it at the video store and go, "Here's another weekly movie for me to watch." because I was shown this by a friend originally a few years ago, and I didn't mind it. I thought, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of big names, younger selves. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rewatching it again, to which I did fall asleep through the end, but it's fine because I had seen it. Didn't remember much, but hey, I made through the nitty-gritty part at the start.
Yeah, I'd never seen this somehow.
Yeah. That's just one of those ones that just sort of just seeps. It's one of those movies where it exists, but you got to find it.
Yeah.
You won't stumble
It's never
upon
on TV. It would never be on TV.
Nah, you'll never stumble upon it. You have to get told about it.
Yeah.
That it's a movie. It's definitely not. I don't think it's a bad movie.
I don't think it's bad at all.
I think.
Well, no, I do.
Yeah, you'll change yourself on that one.
I just really enjoyed
it. It's a movie. You can just watch this movie and just go, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That was a movie.
There's enough going on.
Yeah.
To watch it and follow it. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely different, and it tries to like throw you by the end of it with the ending for it.
Yeah,
it tries to give you that twisty
cool little
type of
misdirects
ending.
and stuff. That's a big part of it. Is
the
guy,
big.
He's obsessed with Harry Houdini and stuff. And
the big idea is misdirection, and because it's it's a
so
heist movie. In a
so
way.
much of it just isn't explained at all.
Yeah,
they're just like drop a virus in the CIA and we'll have $9 billion. It's like what? No,
exactly. It doesn't need much of this at all.
And his sweet 5 monitor setup.
Yeah, 6 monitor. Was it 5 or was it 6?
It was 6 actually, yeah. Dude, Twitch streamers come in their pants seeing this. They're like, oh my God, get some RGB in there. Oh my God. they're losing
Those are all the American streamers.
But there's there's hacking montages. Early 2000s hacking montages are so good. He's just like, and even, they don't try and hide that he's not doing anything because they, gratuitous shots of him on a keyboard just going... he's not doing anything.
Because if you watch it close enough, you can see how many double keys that he's hitting.
Oh, yeah.
And you go, nah, that's a mistake.
It's just loose-wristed, just slapping it. And it's just and he's just he's the elite hacker. He can hack anything in a certain amount of time. It's just that's not what hacking is. And they try and explain it to you. They're just 517 bits. It's just what does that mean? And he's 517 bits. I've only ever done 120 bits. I've never seen anything higher than 120 bits. So it's just it doesn't mean anything.
No, because none of us watching it are going, oh, yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's very hard.
Especially back then, they're just we know what maybe Yahoo email is.
Yeah.
Maybe I had Need for Speed Hot Pursuit too. Yeah, that's all computers were back then.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could just say fucking anything, and it sounds like cool technical jargon.
Yeah, and that's what they just do. They just say a whole bunch of shit in this, and watching this whole movie, it's just weird throughout the whole process of watching this movie because you're stumbling along, not sort of knowing where this movie is going to take you.
No.
Because the start of the movie throws you with the middle of the film.
Yeah,
basically.
It starts in the middle. Yeah,
it throws you into the heist part and the hostage rescue, to which initiates a whole bomb going off, and as you said, it's a good for the time, but still shit.
Yeah,
explosion.
It would have been impressive back then.
Yeah, back then for sure.
Very,
it was a slow montage going all the way around on just one track, obviously.
Yeah,
and. So you get started with that, and then obviously it backtracks itself and to get to that point, and learning these characters and who they are, which you kind of get, but then you kind of don't get.
You could have cut 20 minutes out of it with the 2 passports guy.
Yeah,
because he is only there to serve to explain that John Travolta, I think his name's Gabe. Yeah, he only serves to put the fear into Don Cheadle about how scary John Travolta is, right? Yeah. Because he's we don't know who he is, but I'm as good as dead, typical cliche explaining the villain stuff.
How weird's Don Cheadle with hair, though?
And that beard, it's extremely cursed.
Strange one.
He looks very cursed.
Knowing him from all the Marvel movies, you're like, that's not the Cheadle.
Yeah, because he's looked exactly the same for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have cut all of that out because, when Hugh Jackman meets him, he's just a loose cannon villain sort of guy. You get the sense of how scary he is and how powerful and connected he is. You just kind of get that. Halle Berry kind of explains it too. I don't know, you didn't need any of that. Yeah. Because that went absolutely nowhere.
No, it didn't need to be there, but it was just there. But you still didn't You sit and go, I wish I didn't get that. You go, well, I got it.
I wasn't upset with it, but I was just like, yeah, you could have definitely gotten rid of that.
So this movie is a perfect 2-part movie. It's the initial setup of the whole movie, in it which is like its own like hacking, establishing the story type part, and
sort
the
of
second
setting up the heist kind of thing.
And then the second part, it just goes balls to the wall. Here's a fucking jam-packed action sequence, and we're gonna blow up a helicopter.
The last 40 minutes is so loud and just
it is
so
it's
much going on.
Much of that, and it's still not bad though.
I kind of love that.
Yeah,
like again, it's the Crank principle. Like, although Crank's kind of like at 11 the whole time, but it's just like they're just like fuck it. Once we put that foot down, it's staying down.
Yep.
And it's ridiculous as hell. Like the plot makes no sense.
No,
it just doesn't explain. It doesn't bother explaining any of it.
Yeah, because usually, like in movies like these, you're given a lot more of the story as to why like the heist itself is happening,
and you get a bit of that through John Travolta being like, kill 10 people to save 1 million people. And he keeps going on about shit like that. And it's just like, okay, you're just stealing $9 billion from the government, I guess. How's that going to stop? And that was at like the peak of fear of Islam and whatever, like all that nonsense the American was spewing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of questionable things.
Questionable things like Hugh Jackman's hacking initiation of cracking some sort of 120-bit firewall in 60 seconds.
What?
While he is getting his dick sucked.
He's getting sucked off.
And has a gun pointed to his head.
Yep.
To which, Halle Berry's character at the end says, it was a test.
To see how you do under pressure.
Yeah. And he cracks it into 60 seconds. Don't know if he comes or not.
Didn't need the blowjob. I feel like the gun was enough pressure and fucking old mate screaming at you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the blowjob was, I guess it was just like multitasking. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, how do you...
There's no way he got a stiffy. Like, he would have been...
Nah, if you're under pressure, I can't get hard.
Yeah, God, no.
I'd be like, God, no, it's so far up inside me.
And there's just like that many people around as well, people screaming at you, you're trying to do this thing.
Yeah.
You'll be limp as a piece of cooked spaghetti, mate.
100, you'd be the Limp Biscuit.
Ah, mate, you'd be nothing. Speaking of Limp Bizkit soundtrack, so much like that Prodigy mixed with new metal chuggy riffs.
Yeah.
So much. Like, there's so many bangers in this.
Yeah, because it's got to give you that soundtrack of hacking.
Yeah. That's hacking music.
That's always what it was, that Prodigy type sound where you had a bit of the electro behind the like heavy guitars, and it's just like, this is for hackers. This is so it's like a technological 100%. Fucking thing. Great
car chase in the middle.
Yeah.
I really fucking like that car chase.
Yeah.
All practical. Some big stunts and stuff. You got John Travolta posing as Christ with 2 machine guns hanging out of a convertible. Like, it's so fucking gratuitous and just balls to the wall over the top. But like, it's far enough into the movie where you're already on board. Yeah. You're already like, okay, this is what this movie is. It's this is what I'm going to get. I'll go with it. Like, okay, so fine. John Travolta, T-posing with 2 machine guns. Yeah. It's just like, okay, that just happens in this world. And it shows he's this scary villain, but he can actually fight and do his own thing or whatever.
He can do his own thing. He doesn't need anyone for him. It just makes it easier.
Yeah, it's a great car chase. It's pretty short, but I really liked it.
But it's in there.
I thought it served a good purpose. Mm. And they did it for it. There's no weird CG.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they did back then.
At the end, they pick a bus up with a helicopter.
Yeah.
That appeared to be real in some parts. Obviously not. I don't know, man. I don't know how they did it. I tried to look up some behind the scenes, but nobody gives a fuck about this movie.
Yeah.
There's no DVD extras on YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
I just want to know what they did for real. Like, obviously, you just hollow out a bus shell.
Yeah.
And you pick it out and hover it around. Because
that's
like
less
an aluminium
model or something.
Yeah.
Very, very thin and very
because that's weightless. Less dangerous, but, they still did it. It's still quite a good...
It didn't look
bad.
Ballsy
stunt, man.
Yeah, it didn't look terrible. I liked it, It was those weird of the time things where
it's one of those things where in real life everyone on board would have just crashed to the bottom and fucking died instantly.
Yeah,
of course.
The only other place that scene works is Fast and Furious.
Yes, exactly. Vinnie Jones meets a untimely end by actually falling out of that bus.
Yeah,
and he doesn't say much until the last bit where he threatens to put yum char up someone's bottom.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the Vinnie Jones
principle,
Vinnie Jones
way,
it's just try to be that background bad henchman guy and throw a couple British threats and
a few years
come
later,
to a demise.
He was the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Yep.
You got Wolverine. You got Storm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Big
Fuck.
X-Men
Full
movie.
cast. Yeah. Coming together.
Mate. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Halle Berry is like pretending to be a DEA agent.
Yeah.
So she scares Hugh Jackman into staying on the job.
Yep. And then
I think.
And then she.
But then Hugh Jackman's in bed with the FBI anyway.
Yeah.
Because the FBI hate him.
Yep. And then.
But then they just give him his daughter back.
Johnny T acts like, oh, you're DEA, I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah.
And then
Pretends
thinks
to
she's
shoot
dead.
up.
And
yeah.
Then it's like, oh, no.
The thing I didn't get was John Travolta in the freezer. John Travolta's corpse in the freezer.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy? Who was the other guy who looked like John Travolta? Was it a sequel to the movie Face Off? It's just someone else wearing John Travolta's face?
Well, I don't know what they used for that because
they
did like the autopsy on him. They were just like,
this is an Israeli
match.
terrorist or something.
Yeah, something like that. And you're like,
okay, I get it's a different person, but how does he look identical?
Yeah,
they don't explain.
Because then you see like it montages out and you see John Travolta with like short blonde hair and
bleached eyebrows.
Yeah, and
they bleached his eyebrows for some reason.
Okay, so is he just wearing a wig then, but it doesn't explain how the other guy still looks exactly the fucking same.
I don't know. Yeah, and why was what?
Yeah,
there's a lot of that. It's just like what?
Yeah,
why?
a lot of that one. Yeah, so the movie just basically ends with itself going, "Yep, Johnny T's fine, Halle Berry's fine. They got lots of money.
Yep,
they go out to a boat.
Nobody's convicted of any crimes at all, even though all of them committed a lot of crimes.
A few people
like
died.
Hugh Jackman especially. They're just like, if you get us close to John T, we'll just everything's forgiven. You have your dog back.
That's how the American justice system works.
Yeah, and I think it's convenient that her parents died. Like her mum and stepdad just got shot.
Yeah,
I think that's how they explain their daughter has to go back to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, because
like, he's still
where
like
else she can go.
Extremely dangerous criminal. Like he did some shady shit.
Yeah, he can hack into whatever he wants, and it's not something you really want.
But yeah, fuck, this movie looks gross, doesn't it? It looks like there's something wrong with your TV.
Yeah.
Because there's so many scenes. It's like green, or it's got that orange.
It's just a weird hue over it. And you're just like, does that need to be there?
It looks like it was like all the prints were dipped in brown water and then lifted up.
Yeah.
It's just got that look to it. Like,
but again, is that just a sign of the time?
I think so. Like, I genuinely think so. Because Gone in 60 Seconds looks like that as well.
You think you had the Matrixes as well?
Yeah, it's just like people just love the filter.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, Instagram brought them back.
They went, they're our filters now.
But yeah, you gotta, like, there's some fucking dodgy shit in this movie, man. Some, like, really dodgy looking shit.
Yeah.
And all the hacking programming.
Yeah.
All the on-screen CGI, like when he's creating the virus, he's literally building a structure and it, like, falls down when he gets it wrong.
That
and
is
it's just
so weird.
Because they don't know how else to explain how you create a virus.
Like, how should a virus look? And it's like, it should just be a bunch of squares linked up together.
And he's just like, I can see the coding of the mainframe. You just start saying words. This is like, hopefully the audience, it'll just skip over.
Yeah, the audience is like, I get that. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, you fucking don't.
How do you feel about Hugh Jackman with frosted tips and an earring? How does that make you feel?
The earring is just...
The earring's a bit much.
It's strange.
There's a weird touch.
It's...
Because he's like a blokey bloke, so you're like, why does he have an earring?
Yeah, it's... Like, the bleach chips I'm fine with. I can do with that. That was a sign of the time as well.
And it stays exactly the same the whole movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it messed up at all. Same with Johnny T.
But the earring, it's just one of those things where, like, the main lead in a movie shouldn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, costume and wardrobe need to look at that and go, no, he doesn't need that.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you, like a character to want to like attach a certain emotion to. Because he's
like this blokey like
you think he's supposed to be this blokey bloke hacker guy, and it's like, have they gone, he's a hacker, so he should have one earring?
Yeah. And he lives in a trailer park. It's just like, do trailer park people tend to have piercings?
Yeah, he's a trailer park guy on an oil rig type thing, and he's just hitting golf balls out in a fucking wife beater and a dirty pair of pants.
Yeah.
But no, the earring is fucking glistening in the in the sunshine. I don't think it's needed.
Very strange.
Does he have his ears pierced, or is that just a clip?
No, that was definitely a clip in.
That makes it even fucking worse.
You can tell, like, when it was shot too, because he's still pretty ripped. He has his shirt off, and he's still like a bit Wolverine ripped, but not too gratuitous. But like, Halle Berry's super fit from like Die Another Day and being Storm as well. So like, fuck, she's got a rig on her, man.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
Yes, she does.
That's how everyone knows this movie, right? Is Halle Berry's boobies?
Yep.
Because it's the only time you've ever seen Halle Berry's boobies.
I'll give you a good fact on that too.
But you see a lot of it. Oh, don't tell me they're not hers. I'll be crushed.
No.
Don't tell me it's a body double.
No. It's all her.
Okay.
This was her first topless scene in a movie.
Yeah.
They paid her $500,000 to do it.
Just for that scene.
Just to do that scene.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fuck, you'd do it.
So they were just like, she was just like, yeah, I've never done one before, and she was not as on board to begin with. They said, we'll pay you $500,000. Instantly you go, yeah, they're just tits, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, here we go, done. So on top of I think her pay packet was like $2 million for the movie itself.
Yeah.
And then chuck on an extra $500,000 just for stripping down.
Decent day at work.
Decent day at work. And she looks great from it.
Yeah, fucking good set of boobies.
100%. But yeah, that was just my quick little note for that one.
And again, that era of movies where they're just like, all right, we have to get boobs in it somehow.
You always have to have some weird slutty blondes with tits out. Because you get that in the pool scene later as well when they go to Johnny T's house. And there's just the three girls are just like, you want to come for a swim? He's like, I don't have any fucking swimmers. They're like, you don't need any.
Well, this is what women do in movies, I guess. It's like, they didn't know,
It's just, it painted a poor picture for women back in these days.
It's not pleasant.
The women in movies were just background fodder for men to appeal to.
Men to be the heroes,
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
What else? What else is good in this movie? There's a lot of good in this movie.
Yeah, I'm not like against the ending of it, like not really being given like a cemented end to it.
I quite like it. Everyone just gets away.
It kind of, in one way, it could leave itself open for a sequel, but at the end it's just sort of like, the movie just ends and you're just like, everyone's just going to do their own thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hugh Jackman's got his kid back.
They're all rich.
Johnny T and Halle Berry have got their monies.
Yeah.
The world is okay.
Yeah, sort of. Johnny T's still stopping terrorists. Yeah. Even though he is one himself.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird way.
Yeah.
Just has a lot of money to fucking do it. And, power to the guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Take it down.
Pretty good.
Do what you got to do.
He just has a setup in an old movie theater where he's building all the buses and shit.
Yeah.
And why was it in a movie theater? Why not just do it at your mansion?
Nah, man, because it's...
like, nah. You got to do that. And put up all this sick, like, lighting and stuff.
Movies weren't hot at the time. They thought, this is a great location. Or worst case, I can build these vans and watch a movie at the same time. Yeah. Enjoy some popcorn.
So would you recommend the movie Swordfish?
I'd recommend the movie.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth a watch.
It's pretty fun.
If you want to see some big-time actors in a younger age, it's worth it for that. And definitely, also, if you really want to vibe with how movies were in that time in the very early 2000s, it's peak. It's what they were back then.
This is what studios threw money at.
Yeah.
And this is how they all looked.
It was movies like this that were never going to be, the big time movies that you would remember years to come. It was just a movie that was there. Because,
but at the time, a lot of money got through it.
Back then, movies were just pumped out every second day.
Yeah, fucking hell.
There was a new fucking movie out in the streets.
Yeah, God, yeah.
And there it was. I will throw you that there was an alternate ending to this movie.
Okay, sweet.
So I'll read it out to you. This was the DVD alternate ending. So the alternate ending for the DVD, Ginger is told in the bank that the account is already almost empty, alluding to the possibility that Stanley has played one final trick on them and taken the money for himself. When Ginger tells Gabriel about this, he takes it in stride and asks her to join him on a trip to Istanbul. In a companion save to the alternate ending, Stanley is shown on a trip with his daughter in a brand new RV. While eating at a diner, Stanley is shown transferring billions of dollars to various charities before continuing his trip.
Yeah, right.
So that's more of like the normal ending's fine. This is because that ending sort of gives you the hero won.
Yeah, because Stanley's not really a hero. He's just kind of like bumbling along, trying not to die.
Yeah,
and he's like saying, "Hey, don't blow this person up." But Johnny T's just doing his own thing. It's going to happen,
Yeah.
So Stanley's not saving anybody except his daughter.
Yeah, for himself. I think that's why this ending fits better, as you say, as well. His whole end game was just to get his daughter back.
Yes, correct.
The money for him doesn't fucking matter. As long as he knows his daughter is safe and now he gets to see her, that's all he needs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool to have an alternate ending, but definitely not the one that they needed to go with. So, yeah, good choice on that one.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, Swordfish. Definitely check it out if you want to. It is up on Stand, so you can stream it for freeze. Well, subscribe to whatever the fuck else like that. But yeah, that's the episode done. That's Swordfish. We'll put out some more choices on Monday. Oh fuck!
We will have put up.
There will be. The choices would have been up, and it would have been voted. It would have been voted, and the movie would have been out. So for whatever that movie is, we'll see on that one. But make sure you join us on the main show every Sunday and Tuesday as well. Mortal Kombat is going to be the episode after this extra episode. Ooh, yeah. So that is the main show you want to look forward to. And yeah, like, share, subscribe us everywhere. We are YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Buy our merch. You like that podcast.store. Some really nice stuff on there if you want to check it out for yourself.
Correct.
And with that, I guess we will leave you in saying thank you for listening to the You Like That Extra midweek review. You've been joined with me. My name is Adam, and I've been one half of the You Like That Extra.
My name is Jack. I have been the other half of You Like That Extra.
Beautiful. We'll see you next week, guys.
Sweet,
Take
done.
care.